This is my second visual journal, and I'm talking about ways that people are breaking conventions of PowerPoint. The customary use of PowerPoint really isn't changing for a lot of people. Very few people are changing the way that they're using this tool. Those that are changing it aren't really being recognized for it. One of the best ways that I think is the project that we did a couple weeks ago in class, the Pecha Kucha, that definitely breaks all conventions of PowerPoint, or basically it's seen as a person standing in front of the room reading to you the slide or reading bullets from the slide. The Flatland movie is very appropriate use of PowerPoint, as the story itself is actually talking about a world where everything is two-dimensional or flat. I got the book and I looked through the book, and it was very interesting the way that it was created in PowerPoint, and took the book itself and all the ideas within that and moved it into basically a storybook or a movie in that program. And it's, a romance of many dimensions where there's point land, line land, flat land, and space land. And it only touched on a part of the book, maybe the first third of the actual book itself by Edwin Abbott. But it's still really an interesting way to experience that book. What it means to me as a teacher to be able to reach my students, it's difficult because students have kind of been brought up in learning the whole bullets and fonts and colors, and that it winds up being the presentation itself and not a tool to help with the presentation. Stephen Dubner wrote in Don't Hate PowerPoint, Hate the PowerPointers that people use it as a visual crutch. And if you can send someone your PowerPoint presentation as an attachment and they get all the information they need, then it becomes the presentation itself and not just a vehicle for giving that discussion or that talk or that information. Lisa, I want to say it's Guernsey, Guernensey, wrote an article in the New York Times on May 31st, 2001 called PowerPoint Invades the Classroom. And she said a lot of times kids are concerned and fixated with the fonts and formats, and they're not thinking about what they're typing next to all those bullets. The idea is that it helps to supplement reports and presentations, not replaces them. And a lot of times when kids are watching the presenters giving their discussion, they're engaged in watching the animations and the colors and the fonts. So it's difficult. I think that you need to kind of condense or give kids limitations as to what they can do and what information they can put on the slides, so that they're actually giving a presentation and not just standing up there clicking through slides and reading off of them. PowerPoint is a great communication tool. It's a great way to share info, but it needs to be about the information that you're conveying and not so much the bells and whistles, so to speak. So it's like any tool. It's how are you going to use it and how is it going to benefit your students and your classroom. Thank you.